Hi guys, how's everyone? I hope everybody's good. Quick analysis on USDN for this week, and we tried to establish the price direction. We tried to establish as to where the price is heading this week, and if there is any potential trading setup. I hope you guys are following me on TradingView. Just so you guys know, you can follow my ID, which is WIBRAHIM, and the country is post charts on every weekend of setups based off H4 and the daily probability of those trading setups, and the success ratio is almost nearly 80% or more. So great learning opportunity for you guys my trading analysis there for educational purposes. So let's get started on this. In front of you, USD yen. New month has just started actually, which is September, and this is the monthly candle close. It was an engulfing candle, but you can see there was significant strong rejection. We had seen this rejection previously. So the rejection is from a significant area there. So to begin with, as you can clearly see, there is rejections like we had them before. So just a weekly outlook again, just to monthly outlook, and always I strongly suggest whenever your month ends, try to see the candlesticks and try and establish the kind of month that you will be expecting. Now I will be expecting something like this. As long price do not break this level, then I'm expecting. If the price breaks this, then it could be a deeper retracement. Just to have a rough idea as to the sort of price action I am in, the kind of month that I'm expecting, things like this. Again, monthly time frame is not something that we will be actively using it because it's too wide and big in terms of its price action, and that is pretty much for position traders. Let's begin from the weekly now and try and establish where the market is heading into next week. And we can clearly see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of price action, and price has failed to break at 104.60 levels, which has been previously acting as support. Price held there, tested, aggressive move again. What happened last week is price forms a strong body, a candle with a strong body, suggesting the strength of the buyers present as compared to the prior weeks. If you've seen these candlesticks, yes, you had a body, but you had the strong wick, which suggests the weaknesses. If you see the next week, the price retraces. But what happened last week is the price went down, tested 104.46. I'm sure taken out stop losses, and then spiked higher. And though this candle also have a wick in it, the body represents the strength against the weaknesses. So try to focus on the candlesticks. Candlesticks are Japanese candlesticks method, is ancient method still used in this 21st century, despite of the new tools. So the reason is because they are very strong indicators. So that's what we see. What's the trading, guys? I do not establish new trading bias on the time frames. I do the breakdown of my bias beginning from the weekly. So our trading bias is this. So the main move I'm after is buy move. That's my main move. Sell will only be retracement as long price do not break this low. Pretty simple. So it's your choice entirely. Do you want to take advantage of the counter trend retracement move first, which is in my retracement move in this situation, I will say is a sell because I'm expecting the price to go higher. Of course, it's a bearish market structure. So let's try break it down further. Daily chart. We have a nice range. So let's focus on the daily market structure for a second. Bearish market structure, price has been making low highs, low low, low highs, low low, low highs, same low, low high, a new low, low high, and then a same low. So price had kind of stopped here. Now let's observe this price action here. So we can see this, the price rised from low low formation, and now the price is sitting at sort of low high formation. But what I'm expecting is that price will take out this. And I am expecting the price to test around 109 levels. Now, why we think like this? We already discussed the weekly candlesticks showing buyers have entered the market, showing strength of the buyers, and that is give us an indication. The weekly candlestick is giving us an indication into next week, of course. Now, look at this huge engulfing candlestick, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of price action fails to break the low of this candlestick. So as long price do not break the low of this candlestick, well, I am expecting the price to go higher. Price can always retrace before it goes higher. Price can go higher without retracing. So my direction is upwards. That is the target direction. That's where we will be focusing on. And I'm not suggesting to look for selling opportunities on this to take advantage of this retracement. The reason is the amount of buyers I can see, the presence of buyers I can see. I'm not expecting too significant retracement. Now, let's try break it down further to establish a little bit more about this price action, because it's a very vague statement that I've just made. It's difficult where to take the trades. And remember, the trades has to be from the levels. You can't take a trade without a level, because if you do not have a level, you can't establish risk against reward. Pretty simple. So let's break it down. We can see another thing on this. And I will make a point on this. This is your left shoulder, right shoulder. This is your head. Inverted head and shoulder formation, which is a bullish reversal pattern. So a breakout of this neckline means price can go higher. Normally, length of this is your top. That's what we're expecting. So we have another reason here to look for buying opportunities. Very strength, higher low formations, inverted head and shoulder, weekly candlesticks in support, daily price action in support, prices rising from a significant level where the price previously twice has had rejected. There we are. But still, it's a vague statement. We have to establish something more clearly. If I say to you, just look for buying opportunities, you might take a buy trade, the price retraces on you. It's important to establish support or resist support levels to look for buying opportunities, because my direction is bullish on this, as I said. I have to establish support levels. Because once you establish, break of that is your risk. What I'm trying to say is, if this is your support level, for instance, then this is your risk. This is why it's important to establish a support level. Let's try and establish support and resistance levels. This is the neckline, that's your neckline too. So of course, break of this price going higher, the target levels lies there. So I have established support and levels here, resistance there. This is resistance based on these price actions, support level, and based off this wick, we've got these levels. So I've given you the reasons why I've selected these levels. All you have to do is look for buying opportunities around these levels. Remember, you do not buy at resistance. If the price never retraces, if it retraces, look for buying opportunities. That's number one. Pretty simple. If price do not retrace, then what? Break and retest, look for buying opportunities. Pretty simple. That's it. Make sure you have to be technically right, so you can't buy at resistance. Remember this. People buy sometimes, they make profit. Those profits are destruction and disastrous and a disease and a cancer to you in becoming a consistently successful trader. That's what I could say to you. Now, price can also do a deeper retracement. If it does, it's still looking for buying there. So what we are saying is we are looking to buy at support levels which I already have established on the charts. That's it. It's a great trading setup, guys. The potential is there. Inverted head and shoulder. I am trading this. Also, dollar index looks bullish. Maximize stake advantage, and more importantly, this video, how I break down this price action whilst being in full control of it. That's what you have to understand. That's what you have to learn. That's what you have to read from my analysis. I hope you enjoy this session. If I see more trading opportunities, I will get back to you on this. Again, as I said, try to follow my analysis on tradingview.com, which is the ID is WIBRAHIM, and the country is United Kingdom. Thank you.